I think I'm gonna basically, I did say that I was gonna mention a few things about this. I was thinking there's two pots. One pot is in the Fountainhead Palace and the other one is in Hirata Estate. Now, Hirata Estate is a memory from 3 years ago. So, is it the same pot? Or is the situation different and I went to the wrong place? So, theory A is that it's actually the same pot 3 years later. I was supposed to go here. And I'm being tricked. Or the two pots are indeed different, but then we don't know where the one from Hirata Estate is now. Is it still just chilling there? Because we can't go back there in like the present timeline, I believe. And so the second one is a lot more suspicious. So in terms of deciding which one to go for, it's unclear, because the one from 3 years ago might have already killed the carp and become the carp itself. So maybe the carp down here is the one from Hirata and it already achieved its goal somehow. So, but then it would be a bit of a time paradox because it hasn't given us, it wouldn't have given us the thing yet. So it's a bit of an interesting one, but the fact that it's set 3 years back and it's a memory, I find that pretty interesting. So let's have a final look at this before we make the decision. So this guy wants to become a master. This guy wants to become one with the master. I mean, it seems like it could be two different ways of saying the same thing. He who receives the scales of the carp becomes closer to a carp himself. I bestow unto you my secret treasure. Hirata Noble, Fountainhead Palace Noble. I mean, they have different names, but that's what I mean. I just don't know if this one becomes a master at the expense of the current carp, or he becomes a buddy of the new one, because he seems a bit sus as well. This one becoming one kind of sounds maybe a bit better. So it's hard to say. I feel like because this one's still in the Fountainhead Palace and it hasn't been it hasn't escaped or been exiled. I don't know how pots move, but I'm inclined to go with the Fountainhead Palace one. So I do this really not being confident in any of my choices, but this guy's not helping me either. And so we're just going to have to make a choice and hope for the best. Alright. So I think what I will do here is I will throw in a save. Ah, okay. Koremori. Okay. Yeah, the way they both laugh at the end, it just makes me mega sus, but... And this one wants us to do it quietly, almost as if it's a bad thing. They're just both sus in their own ways. The fact that this one is still here and hasn't been like... If there's someone that with a bad intention... I don't know. You know what? This one specifically says, I bestow unto you my secret treasure. The other one says nothing. So I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go for the Hirata Estate one. One, because I find it more interesting in terms of story. Because that guy's from 3 years ago. So what the hell's been happening all that time? Two, the game's trying to steer me to not use it. Because it's like, oh, this guy's vile and this, that, the other. But how do I know I can trust him? What makes that any more correct? And three, this whole like offer it earnestly, but quietly so no one knows. I find that a bit weird as well. And so I've changed my mind. I'm gonna do the Hirata Estate one because I'm more interested in what happens as a result of that. So if this ends up killing the carp, I apologize about that, but we're gonna try this one. Oh boy. So, what happens now? Do they become hostile? Okay, nothing yet. You can very much tell I haven't looked up what happens in this one. Back to the Hirata Estate for the 55th time. This time we're not actually going into the main bit. Right, is he going to be a giant carp in here? Because obviously now we're going back in time, so I don't get how this works. Like we're going to tell him that we've done it in the future, or what? Okay, it has become a carp, but with red eyes. Let me get this first. Okay, very well. Okay. So it's inherited the other guy's stuff, right? Okay. We literally have 2 of these left to get. Does he have anything else to say? Okay. It's time to see the other one. I think for now we're not going to be fighting hatred anyway. Dead. That's all we know. But the red eyes obviously give me no confidence. Let's also see what happens with the carp here. Is it hostile to me again now? Also trying to see if any of the dialogue changes.
なぜそのような。
代理の扉はもう長い間閉じたままです。大事なお使いがあるのですが、このババの身ではどうにも果たしようもなく、お若いお人に代理の扉を開けていただければと。今は水の中、主の恋のね、そして大事。
Yeah, maybe I need to find her again. This might all be related to some kind of, obviously, side quest. Keep forgetting where the entrance is to this thing. Oh, there we go. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Maybe I've been silly and I've not been able to see the entrance this time around. If anything does happen here, it's probably going to be a one-hit KO anyway, but it's worth a look. I see that down in the depths. That's deep. Yeah. No sign of the carp yet. I guess it was open. I'm gonna get out from here just so I can see where it is.
今は水の中、そう大事。
Ah, this is the door. Okay. Interesting. Now we need to find out if the carp really is around or not. Okay. There we go. Situation's changed. This could be a fight. Okay, maybe the old lady is going to help. Or maybe once we sort out the... Like, maybe if we buy all of the Hirata estate stuff, we'll be able to get there. But I want to speak to the old lady first. Maybe I should have done this before giving it something. Oh, okay. She's slaying them all.
Kuro,よくも計りおったな。何が貴族なものか、永遠なものか。返せ、父よ、父様を返せ。
Well, that ended badly. Yeah, so is the pot noble her father, basically? It's a weird one. I think I may have made the wronger choice. But the fact that the carp has just vanished is also a bit odd to me. Like, at least we should find a corpse somewhere or something, right? There's already one corpse. Yeah, I don't know. So we're missing something for that quest line. I think that ends there until I can find some more stuff. I'll pay him one final visit to see if he says anything now that we have a little bit more information. I mean, the fact that there's 8 leads me to think there must be one more area that has water in it, because I think at this stage I've spent too much time exploring all of these parts. There being 8 carp that I've missed seems a bit unlikely, so fair enough. Right, where do we go from here? Yeah, Flames of Hatred, not yet. Right, let's begin back here now. And try to get back up towards the reservoir. Okay, so I'm back here again. This time I'm going to try to make the trek up to Kuro's room and unlock some of the fast travel again.
Goku.
So that's what we'll do. How much money do we have, just so we know? 1,100. Okay, we're going to need a lot more. Gonna need a lot more. And this place was sealed. Okay. thanks for that. I just hate the way that they, like, I've just killed the guys that have been trying to kill you, so why are you still attacking me like that? Why are you doing that? But yeah, combining these different styles is harder for me, so I'm off the pace again. And I keep thinking I'm just going to get him, and I can't. This area is just where the game gets really brutal. Why can't I get the Mikiri counter there? I should be able to. God damn, it's a rough start. God damn it. Ah, screw you. Officially screw you at this point. Okay. I was partly doing this so I can get some more money. Hoping I might at least get an easy kill or two here, but they were way ahead of me. I'm sure there's still a lot of them here. Yeah, there's a whole bunch still. I'm going to try to use as little of these as possible, like, because I'm going to need them more and more against boss battles. Yeah, they're bunched together quite a bit here. Why wouldn't it? Just trying to change this. Alright. Thankfully, there's the weaker versions left here, which helped. Right, I can still get in here. Yeah, remember that situation. These guys, yeah, not going to get involved with them. Let's see if we can make progress in here instead. Yep. These are higher level versions as well. There we go. Now we're rolling. See what we can clear out here. Maybe not much. Mistake. Keep getting a bit too trigger happy with that. But fine. Why is he not coming with me? These puppet mechanics just don't work very well, honestly. Dude. You see what I mean? He's just stuck there. That's super not helpful. Screw it. Just wasting my spirit emblems. Alright, he's by himself. Interesting. Where was this again? I don't remember where this was. This leads down towards the valley? Yeah. This isn't what I'm after for now. That is what I'm after. Alright, now we're starting to get closer. I think I totally forgot about this. Yeah. There we go. Always happy to have more posture. And well, we know the Black Hat is probably coming back to the castle as well, and we haven't seen him yet. There's a little item here that I missed out on. Every little helps. Just wish I remembered my way around here well enough to know where to go next. I always keep mixing up this one with the Ashina Reservoir thing. To me, they just look really similar. Right, there we go. So, this is where I needed to come. And they have a much more linear kind of route here. Yeah, it's one of those lose-lose situations. Doesn't matter who you help, it's probably not going to be very good. You want to come out here, buddy? Which one is it? Oh, okay. So he's got one of these guys to help him. Interesting. I mean, that guy alone obviously is hard to defeat, but we've got to do it. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Obviously, I'm looking to try and puppeteer him, basically, if I can. Huh? Yeah, that health is just... Doesn't matter how much my health has gone up by. When the bosses are hard, the bosses are hard. They always find a way to take 80% of your health regardless. This section's horrific. I don't even need the prayer beads, but I kind of feel like I have to kill this guy. Only problem is my money's gone. Shoot. What's our options here? Which way are they facing? Oh, come on. That's so stupid. That's actually stupid. Anyway. I'm just going to probably try and activate the final one. And then we'll leave it at that. I hate that. Same thing every time. Could do this instead. Not. Or not. Really does look deserted. So it really does look like that Genichiro rematch that we've all been waiting for. Okay, let's see. I think while I have some money, I'm gonna get another upgrade. And I think it's gonna turn into basically either take on Genichiro the second time, or you try and take on the hatred. And neither one is going to be pretty. That I can assure you. Like, who do I even have to pay here? Why am I even paying for this right now? What's the point? Okay, do a bit of that. Okay, there it is. Huh? Did he hit me by accident? Was that like friendly fire? I couldn't tell what happened there. Yeah, I think I'm taking some friendly fire. I think that's what's happening. There you go, buddy. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Get out of here. Woo! Nice. Bit of puppeteering, bit of Mikiri counter. Using my tools. We put it all together. But yeah, now it officially looks like it's just me and the old boy Genichiro. Now, what I'm going to try and do, I think, is